What makes a game a good competitive game? If you ask, most people will typically say the same thing. They'll say, oh, you need a high skill ceiling so you have something to work towards, balanced gameplay, nothing too broken, versatile gameplay that allows kind of self-expression through different characters or classes, and a high amount of replayability. Now I want to introduce you to a game that, despite having all of these elements in spades, only ever had an all-time player peak of 680 players. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, if the game only ever had that many players, surely it can't be that good. And to that, I might direct you to a certain game that actually came out the same year and had the same amount of active players during that time before it, became a global hit. Now I know Among Us isn't inherently a competitive game per se, but my point is that there are absolutely hidden gems out there, and I'm about to show you one. Let me introduce you to Laser League.
This is Laser League.
Looks kind of complicated at first, but once you're playing it, it's so simple.
Yeah, my heart is still racing.
It's a gorgeous game. I keep getting distracted of how pretty it is.
It's an amazing game. Yeah, I had the best time. Unbelievable.
Looks pretty nutty, right? It's because it is. It honestly was and still is an incredibly innovative competitive game. Essentially, it's a round-based team game where the premise is to eliminate every player on the opposing team to score a point. Players can choose from a variety of different classes and subclasses that range from the traditional attack, defense, and support. Players are most commonly eliminated by getting hit by lasers, and lasers come from laser nodes. If walked over, these nodes will create walls of your team's color, and if an opposing player makes contact with that wall, so essentially, both teams are vying for map control with laser walls. The more you have, the more difficult it becomes for your enemies to traverse the map. Alright, so why am I talking about this obscure hidden gem game? Well, firstly, I actually found this game on a whim off Reddit during its open beta stage, and I decided to pick it up and played it with a few friends, and absolutely fell in love with the game. And it absolutely broke my heart that there's essentially no real community on this game because it flopped so hard on release. But second and most importantly, this game is going free to play soon. And not only that, it's going to be taken under new management and getting a huge update to a whole bunch of facets of the gameplay, including the rank system, which is something this game desperately needs in order to accrue a player base, which I believe it absolutely can. If all that's enough to get you excited about the game, I insist that you go ahead, check it out on Steam. As of right now, it's not available because of the rebranding. It's now going to be called Laser League World Arena. But hopefully it'll be coming free to play soon, and I'm absolutely stoked for that. But if you want to hear a bit more about the game and just hear me gush about how great it is, stick around for the next few minutes. So I've kind of explained the base concept, but this game has a lot of depth to it, and there's a lot of really great mechanics that make the format work exceptionally well. Firstly, the movement feels fantastic, at least on controller. It's super precise, which is an absolute must-have in a game like this. And another really cool movement mechanic that adds a lot of skill ceilings to the game are the walls. They have an official name for the mechanic, but I like to call them Pac-Man walls because you can do stuff like this. Along with this, the revive mechanic is super simple but serves its purpose really well, and it gives you that same kind of feeling you'd get in dodgeball in high school when you catch a ball and get a teammate back in. And battling your way back as the last one standing on your team is a great feeling. It's very similar to like clutching it around in a shooter, especially since if you're the last one standing and they have all their team up, you're going to be juking a lot of lasers just to get those revives. So what else do they got? Well, in my opinion, it wouldn't be a proper competitive game if it didn't have exclusive player choice gameplay mechanics. So let's talk about the classes in Laser League. So as of right now, provided that they don't add more when the game goes free to play, They have 6 classes in total, all with their unique subclasses. Each of these classes kind of bring their own unique style and flair to the game, and with it, their own unique playstyle. Along with this, there are 6 different arenas, each with around 4 different map layouts that really change up the gameplay from round to round. Each one of these layouts has its own pacing and style of play, which gives it enough diversity to keep the gameplay fresh while not being so different that your skills don't transfer from layout to layout. This game has just clearly had a lot of thought put into it with a clear intention of being a high skill ceiling game that would have players experimenting with the different gameplay mechanics in order to climb the ranks. But I've talked enough about the competitive side. I want to talk about the one thing that I absolutely love about this game, and that's the theming. Everything about this game just drips polish. It doesn't feel like an indie game at all. The visuals, sound design, and general gameplay do such a great job of world building without any sort of explanation as to why these people are battling it out in a laser arena. Yet it's so easy to just get pulled into this cyberpunk-esque sports world. A great example of this passive world building is their player customization. So like any pro sports player, you're gonna have sponsors. And in the player customization, you get to pick a specific sponsor, similar to Nike, Adidas, Puma, all that stuff in professional sports. You'll get to pick your own brand with their own type of skins that all have their own unique look and feel. And just like the brands have their own unique look and feel, so do the arenas. My god, the sound design for this game is absolutely unbelievable. The soundtrack is absolutely bumping. Every game feels so intense. You know what, I'm just going to show you a clip of the moment I realized when I first started playing that this game is an absolute banger. Here it is. Anyway, I've gushed enough about how much I love this game, but the reason I'm gushing about it so much now is now that it's going free to play and there's new updates and presumably there's going to be a new marketing push, I genuinely believe that this game has the potential to garner a whole new player base of competitive players, and I want to help with that. In my opinion, this is just too good a game to not have a community that actively plays it, and with this new content update, I look forward to potentially playing with some of you guys. So I'm looking to bring the community back to the game. So if you're watching this video, I implore you, when this game comes out free to play, just give it a try. And if you're looking for people to play Laser League with, feel free to click on the link in my description and join my Discord server. We're trying to bring the community back one player at a time. If you like the Laser League content, please be sure to give this video a like, and let me know what you think about Laser League in the comments section. I'll definitely make more content regarding Laser League if the community starts to grow, so let me know if you liked it.
This is Laser League.